good, and I have many updates and videos coming up, all the ones that I promised you. But I wanted to make a quick video now on disciplining your toddler because I was just having a conversation with my friend, and I thought this would be something really good to share with you guys. Probably we started disciplining Liam, seriously disciplining him when he was about 1.5. And we had a discussion, me and my husband had a discussion about how we wanted to discipline, and we both didn't really agree on hitting because, I don't know, I've never seen the point to fight violence with violence, or, you know, if he does something bad, like hits another little kid, to hit him. Like, it just didn't really make sense with him. And the couple times that I have gotten frustrated and caught up and maybe slapped his hand or, you know, slapped his hiney or something, I felt really bad, and I knew that it was not something that I wanted to do or use as a disciplining method. And so we started doing timeout. And what we do right now he's 2.5, and I got to tell you that timeout works. It works big time for us. But we started implementing it when he was about 1.5. So I think that, you know, now it's like really effective. He probably didn't really get it when he was younger, but now like he really gets it. So I really recommend, if you're watching this and you have a younger child, to start young. And just some of my tips for making it effective in your home is to be consistent. You have to mean what you say. If you say no, you will not get that candy. Even if they're throwing the biggest fit, you have to stick to your word, because if not, they're not going to believe you, and they'll know that they can just keep throwing that fit and you will give in. So that's one of the biggest things that I can just recommend to you, is to be consistent in your discipline, because they will know that you mean no, and no means no. And right now with Liam, he's at an age that we can reason with him, and I can tell him, you know, if you don't do this, you're not going to get, you know, your treat, or you're not, and it really works. I'll also tell him, like, you know, you will get in timeout if you don't do this, and he believes me. But I gotta say that it did take a lot of effort. It wasn't something that just came natural for me to just be like, I'm sticking to my word, and, you know, just to be hard and firm with him, because we don't want to see our kids crying or suffering if they really wanted something. But I'm really grateful that I stuck to that, because I'm seeing the results now that he's 2.5. So the way that we deal with timeout is I will put, and I've tried different methods, but this is the one that works the best. So first we started off just putting him like in a corner and saying timeout. And most of the times it was really weird. Like, it was surprising, like he would stay in the corner. He would have a fit crying, but he wouldn't move. But then he kind of got a little older and would not listen to us, and he would run away from the corner. So what we do for timeout is I just put him in another room, I close the door and lock it. And I won't leave him in there longer than a minute, just enough to have him scream. He's kicking on the door, he's screaming, but I will leave him in there and just ignore him for that time. You don't want to leave them in there too long. After a while, they're just not going to get it, and they're just crying, and I don't want him to be that disturbed. But just enough time. You know your own kid, whatever could work for your kid. I've heard people say that you put them as long as whatever their age is. So if they're 1 minute, 2 minutes. But I probably do about a minute. And then when I open the door, I get down to his eye level, and I learned this from the nanny show, whatever that one, the English nanny. What is that show called? I can't think of it, but you know the one with the nanny. So anyways, you get down to their eye level and you make them make eye contact with you. And so I usually be like, Liam, do you know why mommy put you in timeout? I put you in timeout because you were screaming and yelling, and that was not nice, or you hit your friend and that was not nice. And I'll either make him apologize to me if he was misbehaving towards me. So I'll say, you know, I'll make him apologize to me, or I'll make him apologize to the friend if it was towards someone else. But it's really important that you get at their eye level, make them look at you so that they know that you're really serious. And I always end it by telling him, give me a hug, give me a kiss, and I give him a hug, and he goes back and plays, and I promise you that it nips it in the butt. If he starts acting up again shortly after, if I say, Liam, do you want to go back in timeout? He will straighten right back up. So it really works for us. It's very important that, you know, you show them love at the same time when you're disciplining them, but teach them, let them know why they were on timeout. If you just put them on timeout and then open the door and say, okay, you're off of timeout, then maybe a lesson really isn't going to be learned. So it's very important that you let them know why you put them on timeout but then hug them and let them know that you still love them and that you just want them to be happy. Another thing I do is if Liam is having a fit playing with a toy, maybe he can't get something to fit inside a toy and he's getting all frustrated and he will have a fit, I take that toy away. And I tell him, Liam, you're not gonna play with that toy because toys are for making you happy, and if you're not gonna be happy and you're gonna be sad, then you can't play with that toy. So I will take it away and it stops the fit. Or I tell him, if you wanna play with the toy, then stop crying. He'll usually, wipe his tears up and then I'll give him back the toy. But I'm not gonna let him just have a fit and get all frustrated with a toy. I usually just take it away. That really works for us. So if you've been struggling on what to do, how to discipline your toddler, this is just something, timeout is not a brand new concept, but I just wanted to share with you how we do timeout. It really works for us, so I hope that works for you guys. I promise you I have more videos coming up soon. The room tour, we were on vacation, and by the time we came back, then the room looked like a bomb exploded in it. We had all of our bags I had to unpack, and so we've just been trying to get back on track ever since vacation. So stay with me and let me know what you guys do to discipline your kids, or what works, or if you have any other questions, leave it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, give it a thumbs up so that I know that you like these kind of videos, and leave a cool comment. It helps my channel grow. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.